Everyone needs to play out of their fucking mind from here on out.
Yep.
All right. Pretty calm and collected.
Pretty calm. That's what you want to hear. You know, you don't want to hear them panicking. Honestly, though,
fucking how bad do we
Crim 6.
Yep. Exactly.
Let's go,
How
dude.
do we practice so long? For
Crim
this
6
shit? Let's get fucking
is so key.
way
Yeah.
better than these kids.
Yeah. Let's get it, guys. Yeah.
Formal trying to motivate his teammates.
Yo, we
Scumpy
get
as
hyped
well.
when we win.
Got to look at him.
Period. You guys know it's a fucking biolab, dude? We're up by 190. We're screaming.
Yeah.
So that's fucking going Super Saiyan, dude. Scream and we'll fucking win, dude.
Super Saiyan mode. That was up to gaming. I'm curious to see the difference on the other side of the booth. Let's just quickly listen in with Faze Red.
Look, side by side. Pat, come here.
Yo, Pat, let's get these kills bottom mid, both of you. For sure.
Yo, listen, do not get greedy.
I will go for the throw. If you guys get the kills and you're both alive, I'm going for a dunk. If you guys,
I know. This is for my call.
if we trade, I'm getting one. Yeah, if we get a trade, I'm going for one.
Okay.
Let's go play this one.
Actually, yeah, let me know how many are in glass.
Faze just going over those strats. You know, you hear that. They're not going to be greedy. They're going to go for those 1-point plays. They don't always want to go for those 2. Slasher, he put himself out there. He was basically saying, hey, listen to my call out. If I say go for 1, go for 1. If I say go for 2, you're going to go for 2.
I love it, man. Faze Red. Honestly, if you just joined us for that listen-in, they are primed for victory, in my opinion. The only way OpTic stays in this matchup is if they start off strong. They need to score first, and they need to rally on that. Just put Faze out of their mind here in this comeback and keep that momentum throughout the rest of the series. We're opening up with Crim 6. He tried to get the troops rallied, but really, it's going to be the gameplay that needs to be the loudest.
And yeah, this is going to be one of their better maps for Parasite. Immediately going to run bottom middle. Can he try and get over the wall? Oh, I thought for a minute there he was going to be able to do so. Aches last man alive, has it, going to throw it and banks it off the wall. Goes for the 1-point play, smart, not greedy. Exactly what you heard Faze Red say in that listening.
Slow play here from Faze Red. They are going to be your Sentinel squad for this one. Aches going to be carrying that satellite. Survives the bullets coming from Nadeshot. Aches continuing to run through. Will the interception come through? 2 players back in the base, and that one will be picked up by Scump. Scump going to toss it out as they reset and try and go to the middle of the map. But really, this is going to come down to glass control. It always does. Will Form will be able to take it over with the bow.
Yeah, you would expect to see him be able to do that. As he picks up a kill that on Enable. Second player right next to him, but not able to see him. Aches does drop with that satellite drone in his hand. However, picked up once again. That time Nature, I believe they played that, so now it just comes down to these bow fights over at glass, like you were saying. If Slasher can lock that down for Faze, they're going to be in a really good position.
Nadeshot pulling out the bow. 3 down, though, for OpTic Gaming. It's Enable picking up 2. Slasher with 1. It's coming down to Crim 6 here to pick up some major kills here as all of Faze is rotating towards him. The satellite carrier just around the wall.
Oh, no.
It's Parasite, and Parasite runs right past him as he misses the melee, and he will be able to dunk it. 3-0 here in our first minute 30.
And more importantly, the players from OpTic Gaming tried to wrap it, so they're going to give away another 2-point play here. This is going to be 5-0 in favor of Faze with 3.5 minutes remaining. OpTic Gaming not getting any luck. However, they do now have control of glass, but the player in glass, not using Blast Suppressor, has just boost, so that's going to give away his position. Slasher pre-aiming it, and Faze looking at rallying it. It's going to be Aches going through bottom middle. This could be a 7-0 start for Faze, and there's still 3 minutes remaining. They are turning it up right here at the Call of Duty World Championship.
Last time these two teams played, I believe it was 16-5 in favor of OpTic Gaming. And so far,
Parasite, if he gets the third, that would have been impressive. But finally, 3 players drop, and OpTic, they need to get themselves a little bit composed here, Puckett.
They need to get it under control. Nadeshot leading the team at 6 and 7. Scump has been non-existent at 3 and 7. Simply shut down every time he tries to get close by the long-range balance of this Faze squad. Parasite with the toss is going to connect up and over. What a fantastic throw. They are 2 points away from stopping the clock and moving us into round number 2.
And Aches has bottom middle completely wide open. He could be able to go for a knee slide and a 1-point play. However, he's decided to wait for his teammates to flood through. As you said, a 2-point would stop the clock when he goes for the 1. It's now 9-0 in favor of Faze with still just over 2 minutes remaining in this game. They are taking it to them, and Enable has the drone. They're going to end the game.
Look at the pass.
If he goes for 1, this is going to end it. But oh, why would you not just go for 1?
Because he's Aches, man. It's going for
that
the 11-point
was a
play, my friend.
huge mistake right there.
Will it bite them, though? Faze looking like they had control until this moment. Crim 6 won't be able to get too far. It's Aches picking it up once again through the middle with the 1-point toss. The bank shot,
there you go.
and that is it. 3 minutes and 11 seconds. You can't put much more pressure than you just did on OpTic Gaming.
I mean, now you're going to see just how good this OpTic Gaming squad is. We've been wondering, you know, can they compete with that kind of Cole EG dynasty as one of the greatest teams in Call of Duty history? Well, you have 3 minutes, 11 seconds to score 10 points against Faze Red. This is not going to be easy.
Temper and Banks have to be so proud of their Faze squad, the owners. I could hear them yelling from the floor. They know it. They are 3 minutes away. Can they fend off OpTic Gaming right away? They're going to toss out this satellite, force the reset, just try and keep it out of OpTic's hands. It's Scump, though, picking it up, coming in, and he goes for the ball, and the interception from Slasher.
Slasher, too good with his movement, intercepts it, plays the drone, waited for his teammates to let him know that they had some control. So with under 3 minutes left, OpTic Gaming still down 10-0. Pressure going to be mounting on their shoulders as Faze get 3 players down. Big win right there on the satellite drone from Nature, but Slasher able to clean that one up. Parasite now has control of the drone, and it looked like he may actually just go for a 1-point play, but no, gonna fall.
Not gonna connect. Now it's OpTic, but look at this. Slasher knows exactly where they go. He's gonna cut off Krim 6. Krim waiting for his teammate, but it was Scump unable to get it. Krim rotating it to green now. They know they have to put some points up. No matter how they get there, they just have to score. Formal clearing the way, but Krim is stopped short. Enable falls, all 4 down, and it's gonna be Formal trying to get to that drone, and he will dunk it in. 2-10.
Now you just
OpTic
need
with
to kill.
2 minutes left.
Just kill things. That has to be the game plan right now for OpTic Gaming, but they don't have control over the satellite respawn area, so Formal's gonna have to track back. Enable still has it. Can he try and stay alive? No, he is gonna fall. So OpTic Gaming with 1:46, 8 points down. Slasher has the drone, then Parasite trying to slay. Can't find the second, but Slasher could be home free for a 1-point throw, but no, denied.
Big stop there by Krim, cut him down mid-throw. Satellite in hand. You have all 4 members of OpTic up. They need to push in on the Faze spawns. There is one, but it's Slasher and Parasite winning the fights. Nade shot, last man up, can't get the kills, and that satellite is out of here. Parasite has the 1-point play, and it's gonna go through 11-2 here with 1:17 left on the clock.
And Parasite's had an unbelievable map pocket, 18-12. 4 uplinks, Aches with 5 uplinks as well. And at this point, Faze are going to pick up the drone and arguably just play it. But no, Aches, he doesn't want to play the drone. He wants to get more points on the board, and he's going to get a 1-point throw. A 12-2 lead with 60 seconds left.
Nade shot on your screen is going to try and lead this charge. 3 members coming in. He's got to get the kills. Krim 6 was stopped with the drone. It's not gone through yet. 45 seconds left. You need to just rally it every single time. Toss it the nade shot. Can he score it? Faze Red, they know it. They are 34 seconds away from locking it up. Slasher in the mix, picks up one, finds the ball carrier. The ball is going to be dropped, and the drone not going to be picked up by OpTic Gaming in time. Parasite tosses it out. Ben, at this point, it is just a matter of time.
It is. You can start the countdown now if you're a Faze fan, because with 17 seconds left, it's impossible, and Faze know it. They stand up in the booth. The high fives come out. They have defeated OpTic Gaming and will advance further through that loser's bracket.
OpTic is just in awe. Faze elated on the other side. It is official. OpTic Gaming has been knocked out of the 2015 Call of Duty Championships. Faze Red still in the running for the biggest piece of the $1 million prize pool.
And they did so in extraordinary fashion.
3-0.
A 3-0. Look at that hardpoint game. Aches doesn't go big, green, plat, they don't win that game.
If Parasite and Enable don't play amazing all series, this 3-0 is not possible. This was a team effort from start to finish. Faze Red showing you why so many people expected to see them in the grand finals facing off against OpTic Gaming. The bracket didn't go as planned, but we got the match we wanted, and today we know who is the better team, at least here in LA.
I mean, that was an unbelievable performance from every one of those guys in that booth. And I think at this point, you know, you look at that Faze Red squad, genuine contenders for this year's World Championship.
Man, what an incredible matchup, and I hope we see the same battle time and time again throughout the rest of 2015. For now, though, let's send it down to our friends on the Xbox stage. Take it away, Graham.
Thank you, Benson and Puckett. Do you know what, Momo? We talk about OG. This is more like OMG. OpTic Gaming are out, dumped out by an imperious performance from Faze Red there. Let's get straight into it. Let's talk about Hardpoint on Biolab straight away. One of the best rounds of hardpoint I've seen all weekend.
Yeah, I mean, kind of just kicking it off straight away. OpTic Gaming was the OpTic Gaming we know and love. They went 33-0. You saw Nade running in there with a shotgun. Everything was going well for them. However, I mean, you've got to say, throughout every single hardpoint, OpTic were that one step ahead. Now, it was getting close. However, we saw OpTic 40-30 up. Formal and Krim were both 5 and 10 at this point. Something wasn't gelling on OpTic Gaming, and I don't know what it was. However, Scump was 17 and 7, leading the squad, and he was still winning that for his team. Now, with 3 minutes left on hardpoint, we saw Scump with a 30 bomb. We saw him with 8 caps for his team and a 1.5 KD ratio. You can't ask for more from this guy. However, 1 minute to go on the hardpoint. It's the first time in the whole game that Faze took the lead at 200 to 199, and this is kind of where they turned it around. You saw Aches went on that 7-kill streak at that top green ledge
While holding down the hardpoint.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not sure how many defense he ended up on. It must have all, you know, all 7 kills were pretty much defense there, and they managed to secure that at 221 to 208. To be honest, I don't know how they did it. You know, they were down for 9 minutes and 8 seconds. It took them that long to actually just take the lead, but they just stormed it with the last hardpoint and just nipped it at the bud.
Unbelievable. With 3 minutes to go, OpTic took every point from that hardpoint. They looked like they were home and dried at that point, but you know, how did Faze turn that around?
I mean, to be fair, I think it was communication where you could see Aches was kind of just dominant on the actual hardpoint. His whole team were just kind of slaying around. And I've got to say, for that map alone, it was definitely Enable who kind of turned up, put kills on the board. And watching Enable through the whole tournament, he's the big vocal player of that team as well. You've got likes of Parasite, who's an in-game leader. And I think it was just kind of the combination of everything from Faze, just from carrying on the experience that they have. They have world champions on their team, and it just came through and shown. And unfortunately for OpTic Gaming, they lost, you know, hardpoint Biolab.
That's right. So Faze took it, but it was a close map. So we went into Detroit S&D expecting this to be a really close series. But after a few rounds of S&D, it didn't look like that was going to happen, right?
Absolutely. I mean, just running through it round by round. Round 1, Crimsix actually went 3-0. He got the bomb down. We thought it might be an ace for him and an OpTic Gaming comeback. However, Slasher goes clutch on a 1 versus 1. Faze go 1-0 up. And shortly after that, we see Faze 2-0, Faze 3-0. And it kind of was a bit of a, you know, we saw Faze just dominating. And this was something that was kind of shocking OpTic Gaming. You could see in the boos that, you know, their faces were down. And they needed some kind of hype. And going on into like round 4 and round 5, it got to round 5, and that was the first time that OpTic Gaming put a round on the board.
Yeah. And we should call Slasher out here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We talked about in the last last Faze game that we talked about. We said that maybe the moment was overwhelming, right? His first COD champs.
Absolutely.
I don't know if he was listening, but he definitely showed up.
Absolutely,
for this time.
yeah. First Call of Duty Championships, he had a bit of a shaky game in obviously which went down to his loser bracket. However, coming into this game, I don't know what his teammates have told him, what he's eaten, but this guy turned up and he showed us there. We saw Slasher 4-0, which obviously was a phenomenal start. His teammate Parasite 4-2. Yep. But going on, you know, into the round, Slasher ended that game at 8-4. That was a Faze 6-3 victory. But you know, a kill death ratio of 2 on Search and Destroy. That's awesome stuff. Slasher, the Slayer that he is, turning up in both, in fact, all game modes now. And it's a strong contender to go on and win the tournament.
Absolutely. So OpTic at this point needing to rally.
Yes.
But that didn't happen as we headed into uplink, right?
Absolutely. Now, I don't know what you can kind of say about this uplink. It was
the most dominant uplink I have seen.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Absolutely. And this is through the tournament, through the pool play. The first side was very dominant. It was straight 10-0, and that was in 3 minutes and 11 seconds. And again, Comeback is a map where it's very symmetrical. It's basically a square within a square, and you could see Faze just dominating one side of it, and it was just kill after kill after kill. You could see Aches at the start, big 2-piece and a 1-point play, as you can see on your screen here. Then shortly after that, we saw it go to a dunk and a 3-0 lead for those. OpTic tried to obviously wrap around and get a quick point, however, they did fall down. Faze capitalized on that, leading 5-0, and with only 2 minutes down, again extending that 7-0. Parasite at this point, 10-5, kill death ratio of 2 once again, and he kind of made another throw to make it 8-0. And from there, it was just the Aches show. Aches, dominant against OpTic Gaming. He loves these kind of games. This is what he thrives off, and we know Aches and the personality that he is. He gets another 1 point, making it 9-0, and then finally Aches once again with another throw, making it 10-0.
It almost felt like Aches was showboating a little bit. It was like he was playing with OpTic. There was that moment where he took the pass. He could have just gone for the 1 point to make it 10-0.
Absolutely.
He was going for the 2. He got tagged, but still, you know, that confidence, that desire to show off was incredible.
I didn't really understand that because he could have made it, you know, less than 3 minutes 11. Not that it would have made any difference, but I think he just wanted to say, you know what, I'm going to dunk this in. I'm going to get a 2 point play. I don't want 10-0. I want 11-0. And that would have been even more difficult for obviously OpTic Gaming. We saw a good attempt from the guys from OG, obviously coming back, but it just wasn't enough, and they didn't have enough time.
Was there any chance for OpTic at that point?
With the quality that is on OpTic Gaming, there is always a chance. You know, they've got world champions on their team. However, when you're playing a team like Faze Red, you know, with 3 minutes 11, they can kind of sit back. They've got the Slays on the team like Slasher and Parasite just to kind of blitz OpTic Gaming, and that's what they did. However, OpTic Gaming, I mean, what can we say? We expected to see this match, Faze Red, OpTic Gaming, maybe the grand final or winner bracket final. We see this for, you know, the OpTic Gaming are finishing top 6, so that's 5th, 6th for them.
Lots of OpTic fans at home must be pretty disappointed by that. We know there's lots of OpTic fans in the house that are disappointed. You know, what did OpTic learn from this? What do they take?
It's very hard because OpTic obviously been so dominant through Advanced Warfare anyway. They've got, you know, Crim, Formal that kind of came onto their team, and since they have come onto their team, they've done absolutely everything they needed to do. They've won tournaments before. I think it was like 2, 3 back-to-back, something like that. However, it's on the day. Call of Duty, we say this time and time again on tournaments, you've just got to show up. Now, OpTic Gaming, that's what they do. However, today, I think it was... Aches is a bit of a kryptonite for OpTic, and he has been for a very long time. However, the young Slasher who's come on first Call of Duty Championship showed up. The leader, Parasite, in-game vocal leader, and Enable, again, he's just so calm and composed, coming over from multiple title wins, obviously on different games. It's just a world-class 4 versus 4. You can't ask for better than that.
So you've tipped Faze very highly already. Do you think they can go all the way now?
Absolutely. Beating OpTic Gaming, the favorite, you know, they should be able to go in, you know, go further and further in the tournament and maybe win this. But you've got the likes of Denial, Team Caliber, other top teams. I believe, obviously, we had the guys from Australia, Mindfreak, still battling it out with Team Caliber.
Still battling, yeah.
So it's anyone's game, and I've got to say, from the games that we've seen today, I think you'll agree, anyone can win this.
Magic. Momo, thank you very much, mate. It's been a pleasure being up on the desk here with you. We're going to hand over to Maven, who is down on the floor with Aches from Faze Red.
All right, Maven here with Captain Price. I'll never forget 3 months ago. I've been friends with Enable for a while. He comes to me. He has a couple roster choices. You were one of them. I said, you team with Aches if it's coming to champs, but how do you find yourself here every single year?
I mean, this has really always been my event. One thing I've always talked about, like, champs is, you know, where I'm going to go the hardest, and I've always kind of been faulted for not trying certain spots of the year, but champs is definitely in my spot where I come here and I show up and I go for the win, and that's all it is.
I'm hoping that I beat COD stats to this one. So last year, Envy, Complexity, final, 8 players in that one. Tell me who the last one remaining is.
I think it's just me.
It is just you. Of all 8 finalists last year, you were the last one standing. How did it feel, though? I know you have some back and forth with OpTic Gaming. You've taken some flack over your performance, your drive coming into this. How did this win feel specifically?
You know, playing him this early, honestly, I didn't want to do it, but I wanted it to be grand finals, but I mean, beating him here was just as good. I told Crim when EG split up that I would beat him where it matters, and then I won Columbus, and going into this match, it was like, this is for, I think, top 6, so putting him in 8th place. I gave him 3 events in the past few months, and I told him this event was the one that mattered, and I'd beat him here, so felt really good to do it, and especially in the fashion that we did in the 3-0, and it was kind of a whomping after game 1, so definitely something I'm really proud of.
All right, yeah, it's something to be proud of. You guys look phenomenal. Now, from what I understand, Denial and AR are playing right now in the winner's bracket. You are going to play the loser of that. Is there one you'd particularly like to play first off? How do you feel going into your next match?
Definitely want to play AR. I mean, Denial's looking scary. They obviously beat OG earlier, so definitely can be done, but Denial's looking really nice.
Quick update. I'm interrupting you. I just found out that AR lost. How do you feel playing AR?
That's good. That's what I wanted. No, but AR's a good team. We had them in our group play. We went last map game 5, and we edged it out. But they're definitely a team that once they get rolling, they're scary. So, you know, I mean, we're going to go in the same way we go in every series, confident, kind of building each other's heads up. I mean, it's going to be a good game. Just hope we get some good maps.
All right, incredible stuff. You heard it here from Captain Price as they take yet another series. Quick commercial break, and I believe we're going to have Faze Red versus AR on the main stage.